Welcome to our call this Wednesday as Yoga Fit welcomes a guest speaker to talk about unlocking the power of the patch. My name is Angela Davies, and I am the partner manager at Yoga Fit. I welcome you to the call and congratulate you on taking time to find out more about this amazing product. I've been on the road this year to Palm Springs, Chicago, Scottsdale, and then we'll be landing in Orlando at our Mind Body Fitness conferences. And our keynote speaker tonight is one of the partners of our Mind Body Fitness conference, uh, Lifewave and STEM Up to Be Well. Makes it possible for us to be able to offer those events live. And so without further ado, I'd like to say hello to our partner, Brenda Foshi, who's going to be talking to you about the power of the patch. And she's going to do a drawing after the call with those participants, and we'll let you know by email who won 1 week supply. Take it away, Brenda.
Thank you, Angela. So welcome everyone, and thank you for coming this evening to learn about this amazing technology and how it's changing lives and helping so many get quality of life back. So I need to actually read a little bit of a disclaimer before I get started. I need everyone to know that I am not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, and that the information that I share with you is for informational purposes and education, and is not meant to treat, diagnose, or cure. So being said, let's get started. I have a little bit of a PowerPoint so we have some visual. So let me get this shared over. I think it's okay. There we go. Okay, so tonight we're talking about the discovery of the power of the patch, the Lifewave X39 patch. So the X39 has actually gained a lot of popularity because of the fact that it's known to activate our stem cells. So in doing that, let me give you a little bit of background. So the background on this is the fact that this technology that helps this all to happen is not a new technology. It's over 20 years old. It was originally started when David Schmidt, our founder, inventor of this patch, he was approached by the U.S. government to make something to help the U.S. Navy SEALs to have better stamina, to be able to fill out their what they were doing. Let's just say that, what they were doing. So they were taking a lot of stimulants that were taking a toll on their health. And so David Schmidt, basically, he started researching, and he created the first patch, which is known as the energy enhancer. And so the first patch was born. And so David knew he found something special in this. And he had, over the years, he developed multiple patches that help in many ways that are considered supportive patches. But he also spent many years researching regenerative medicine. So he was encouraged to find a way to combine his knowledge with this technology. After about 10 years and millions of dollars spent in research and development, the X39 was born. And so that's where we are today with X39. So what is X39? So this is considered a form of phototherapy. And what it's doing is it's working naturally with the body to stimulate our own systems, our own healing systems that are already present, but may be compromised either because the body's compromised with disease or is struggling in some way, or maybe just because we're getting older. But when we elevate the GHKCU peptide, which is what this does, it will activate our stem cells, our own stem cells that are already present within our body, but may go dormant. It also will increase our glutathione, which is our master antioxidant, about 20 to 30%. It's going to decrease inflammation and help with pain. It's going to bring back mental clarity, more energy. It's going to increase collagen. And it also can maybe help with some hair growth and younger looking skin. So these are just a few of the things because let's talk about this. So this technology is actually patented. You don't get patents if they don't work. Patents are something you have to show studies on proving that this product does what it does. And so this product, all these patches are patented. There's over 90 studies that are done on these patches. These studies are done by medical experts, universities. Many of them are peer reviewed or basically they're the high level of, they're not company studies. So these are good studies. So because it's patented, we're able to say certain things. We also have to be very careful about saying certain things. So how does this patch actually work? Being a form of phototherapy, I like to use this stigma here with the sun. So almost everybody knows when we go into the sunlight hits our skin, it hits receptors within our skin, and it tells our body to produce vitamin D. So it's a natural form, and this is actually a form of phototherapy in itself. But with this technology, the X39 technology, we do not have to have the sun because our body is emitting this low level of light, infrared light that we don't see with the natural eye, but is present. Like if we looked in night goggles, you would see this glow. And this is what our body emits all the time. So this technology takes that infrared light that we're emitting and it reflects back off of the patch. So this is what the patch looks like. It's just a small patch about the size of a quarter. And if you opened it up, take these little things, you'll see that in the center, there is a crystal lattice within there. This crystal lattice is designed specifically, each patch has a design to reflect a specific wave of light back into the body, stimulating specific systems to do what naturally occurs in the body. So we're basically stimulating and supporting these natural systems and helping the body to self-heal like it was intended and the way it was designed. So this patch that we have is a non-transdermal. You're not absorbing any medications. You're not absorbing any chemicals of any sort. It's totally non-transdermal and is a form of photobiomodulation, which basically means photo meaning light, bio meaning body, and modulation meaning change. So it's just light creating change within the body. Okay. And how do we use this patch? So we just simply place it on. So I could place this on me here. And we can place it anywhere really on the body to activate it, even though we do have some recommended acupressure points that seem to be more effective to get better results. Wearing this patch, we wear for about 12 hours. So it'll be about 12 hours on, and then we take it off for about 12 hours so that the body can rest and repair. And so we just repeat that daily, and it's that simple, it's that easy, and it actually works. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the GHKCU peptide. So many of you probably have never even heard of this, which is really interesting because the GHKCU peptide has been studied for over 50 years, and there's many things that GHKCU does to benefit the body. It's a peptide naturally occurring in the body. And again, as we get older, or if our body is compromised or diseased in some way, that the GHKCU peptide may be also compromised. So when we can elevate that GHKCU peptide by placing this patch on our body, by stimulating that system, stimulating our body to produce that, that in return is going to help the body to reactivate those stem cells. Those stem cells are going to be like new baby stem cells. They're going to act like younger stem cells. So it just It's very powerful in how it works, and it's actually a very simple system. So this is kind of a list of all of the GHKCU peptide, not all of them, but this is kind of a rundown of some of the highlights. Because when I told you that this has been studied for over 50 years, Dr. Lauren Picard spent most of his professional life studying GHKCU. You will find many of these studies in PubMed. If you're not familiar with PubMed, this is a national library of it's publication of all studies that have been performed and have results. And so it's not biased to anything. It's just these are results of a study that was done. And so I encourage many people to do their own research on this. There's lots of things that we can find out about. And you almost have to, because this isn't something they're telling us. But so some of the highlights of the benefits of GHKCU is basically in our skin and hair. It will help tighten loose skin, thicken the older skin. It's going to reduce those fine lines, wrinkles. It can increase hair growth and thickness. And it also helps to accelerate wound healing. Lung protection. GHKCU tops the list for chronic pulmonary issues. It helps to restore healthy function to lung cells, and it protects the lung cells from damage. I know I have worked with multiple people that have had compromised lung actually on oxygen and now are no longer on oxygen. So it's pretty amazing the things that can happen. Anti-fast growing cells, you kind of have to read between the lines a little bit because I can't make claims to certain things, but the GHKCU tops the list to combat fast growing colon cells. So GHK also resets and programs cell death for aging cells. It also helps to inhibit the NFKB P63 gene, which is actually a gene that promotes fast-growing cells. So by inhibiting it, it kind of helps, keeps it from promoting that type of thing within the body. We all have these cells in our body. These are cells that get turned to the dark side from our environment, from exposure to toxins. Sometimes it's just something we inherited. So there's lots of many different things, but we can reset 84 of those genes to inhibit fast-growing cells with the GHKCU. So pretty amazing. Also with brain and nerve. So it helps to reset the gene, the neurological type of, so we have all these genes that we either inherit or they're present, and we have good and we have bad genes. So it uptakes over 400 of those good genes, and it will downregulate over 200 of those genes. It helps to induce strong stress and anger. It helps to induce the anti-discomfort activity, and it also is being used for damaged spinal cords. Quick little testimony on that. I have a young lady that was told she had a severed spine from a bad motorcycle accident. She had been in a wheelchair for several years, and she started these patches, and she's been on them a little over a year, and she now can stand up, and she can walk with the aid of some leg braces because she has a lot of muscle atrophy there. So it is possible for the body to heal itself. It was designed to do that. So what we're doing with this these patches is we are really just supporting those systems in place. The body has tremendous power. So when we talk about the power of the patch, it's really not the power of the patch, it's the power of the body. We're just unleashing these systems to allow them to do what they were intended to do. So we have a lot of antioxidant benefits. So we increase the SOD1, which is basically an enzyme to help the body rid itself of oxidative stress, which is extremely important also. It helps, again, to suppress the NFKB, which is the primary cause of aging. And it helps to completely block oxidation, which we just talked about. GHKC, it also activates the stem cells, which we already talked about. But what happens is what we can expect, okay? And then when I tell you what you can expect, this is like in general, because each one of us are individual. We all have different things going on in our body that are either compromised or already diseased or that we're struggling with. And everybody reacts differently. What I can tell you is when you put the patch on, immediately we're going to be resetting over 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Those genes are then going to go and they're going to activate that stem cell army, basically. So over the next 4 weeks, that stem cell army is building back up. Why is that important? Because by the time we hit our 30s, we're down to about 50% of our stem cell activity that are active in our body any longer. By the time we hit our 60s, we're down to 10%. That means that 90% of our stem cells are no longer active in our body. They're still there, they just go dormant. So when we reactivate them and put them back in the workforce and helping the body to fight off disease, to regenerate and repair organs that are compromised, all of the things that it can do for the body, that's we know a lot about stem cells. We just didn't know we could do this with our own stem cells. So within 6 weeks, we have studies that show brain balancing. We have many brain balancing, brain mapping studies that show how it balances the brain, the overactive brain, bringing it back into balance. People that are actually struggling with any type of brain imbalance. This is very beneficial for anxieties, memories, depressions, lots of things that people struggle with, just imbalances in general. So over the next 3 months, the collagen's going to be increasing all along this time. And usually by the time you hit 3 months, there's a very noticeable change. It will be gradual over this 3 months, and you may not notice it as much, but if you run into somebody maybe you haven't seen for a couple months, they will definitely notice the difference and most of the time respond to that. And then over the next 6 months, so we actually have studies that show that over a 6-month period of wearing the X39 patch, we can reduce our vascular and biological age by 8 years on average. And that's pretty tremendous. So this is not just anti-aging, this is actually age reversal. And I can tell you that using the patch, as far as my energy levels, my mental clarity, just be able to do the things that I was accepting as I got older. I'm 64 and just thought, you know what, I'm older, that comes with age, I'm just not going to be able to do that any longer. Well, that changed, and I'm able to do those things. I'm able to enjoy things in life that I had basically given up on, and I am living a very active, vibrant life. And I'm enjoying every bit of it. So over the next 12 months, that regeneration is going to be very noticeable. And that's a question people ask. So, okay, do we have to wear this all the time? Do we have to continue to wear that? No, you don't. This is totally your choice. So if there's something specific that you are addressing within your body, and you achieve the results you're looking for, you're not going to lose that because you've already healed it. Once we heal it, it's healed. And if you stop the patch at that point, you just resume your normal aging process. I tell people I will always wear this patch because, first of all, because of my age, I have many things that I'd like to continue to address. And second of all, because this is preventative, because we're keeping the cellular health and structure of our body healthy. And when we can do that, we can actually help prevent disease. We can continue to live an active, productive life. And that's very important to me. Okay. So this is not the one, but this is actually a copy of the patent that one of the patents that I was speaking about. This is the abstract in here where I've highlighted where it actually shows the effects on the human body and the activation of the stem cells, the increase of the GHKCU peptide. So that's just kind of interesting to know that, these patents do exist and they're available to look at. We can actually look at all of these and the studies. They're all available for us to look at. Okay, so X39 is foundational. This is the main patch. This is the one who does the main regenerative repair in the body. but that's not the only patch there is. We have a total of 11 patches. And so each patch, um, other than the X39, is considered what we call a supportive patch, meaning it helps support X39 do what it's doing, but in a more direct way. So we can address things like things more directly to get faster results, help getting it done, because X39 is basically working through the entire body. And stem cells are very smart. They're going to go to what's most life sustaining. So if you are wanting to address, say you have a elbow that's bothering you and you really want that to get better, but for some reason you're still not getting better, what's happening is those stem cells they're addressing something more important, whatever the most life-sustaining thing within the body, something maybe we don't even know about sometimes. That's where it's going. That's what it's working on. So I can tell you it is working on something. I just can't tell you what it is exactly it's working on. So that's how the supportive patches work with X39. So what we would do is add. So for instance, X49 is more specific to bone, muscle, and brain. So we can address things, people with cognitive issues or brain issues, or brain injuries maybe. People that need muscle recovery. Many professional athletes are using X49 for the muscle recovery and the performance. And then bone, people that are dealing with bone issues as far as like bone density. So we can improve that bone density. That's, something we deal with as we get older also. Let's do glutathione. So glutathione, again, I mentioned it earlier, is our master antioxidant. It is very beneficial and necessary to help our body to detox and also support our immune system. When we talk about detox, we're talking about very large support in helping the body to rid of heavy metals, funguses, molds, viruses, things that the body are fighting against that can actually cause a lot of illness within your body. And what makes this very unique is there are a lot of delivery systems of glutathione. You may have heard there's some topical, you can take it orally, you can do it intravenously. But when our body produces its own glutathione, we can raise our glutathione levels 300% in a 24-hour period by wearing this patch, which is absolutely tremendous. So as far as support with our master antioxidant, this glutathione patch is gold. Eon, the Eon patch. So Eon is a very important patch that I recommend many times as starting with the X39. And the reason that is because, first of all, it addresses inflammation. We all have inflammation in our body. It's the root of disease and it's a root of pain. It's just something that needs to always be addressed because our environment increases that. Lots of things are increasing that. So when X39 is working in the entire body and it's fighting inflammation also, and we add Eon to take care of that inflammation, it actually supercharges our X39 because it allows it to focus more on things that are more important. It's not fighting that inflammation. So it works very well together. But the Eon patch actually is very good because it helps to calm the nervous system. It's known as the happy patch because it helps to just bring down that level of anxiety, just to help us to just be relaxed. It also is known to bring out the C-reactive proteins, bring those C-reactive proteins down. Many of them have learned about the C-reactive proteins after the COVID has went through. That's something that gets elevated. That is a measure of inflammation in your body. People that are suffering with rheumatoid arthritis, for instance, will have very high C-reactive proteins in their blood levels, and it's very hard to control. It also will fibrinogen levels in the blood, which fibrinogen levels are a precursor to strokes and heart attacks. So very beneficial in that way. So it's a very good patch, basic patch, but is very beneficial in aiding X39 do its job. So carnosine is actually a nutrient within the body. Many people can be deficient in this, especially if you are vegan or vegetarian. It's very beneficial to the eyes. It's very beneficial to the organs. It's known as the first aid patch because it helps with lumps, bumps, bruises, tissue repair, clotting, things like that. And it helps the communication of the organs to communicate better. It loves the pancreas, if you can read into that between the lines. So carnosine is a very powerful patch. Also, it helps to improve our stamina by about 125% and our flexibility. So we have many more like endurance type athletes that will use carnosine. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the Alavita system because Angela asked me to do a little segment on Alavita, so we're going to skip that for now. And we'll go to SP6. SP6 is actually good, anything digestive. Again, helps the organs to communicate with each other. It helps to regulate appetite. So many people will use this in conjunction with weight loss programs that they're doing, even though we don't market it that way. But it's good at balancing our blood sugar levels, regulating the appetite and or cravings. So very beneficial in that way. It also works to help balance the endocrine system. And then again, the organs communication like the thyroid, the adrenal glands, things like that are very beneficial. Our studies show that it works well at enhancing the productivity of those organs. Okay, Silent Night. Silent Night kind of is self-explanatory. Basically, it is something that will raise, it actually works with the serotonin levels, which then evolve into melatonin. Melatonin, it helps to balance out our circadian rhythm, and that's very important because we do need that good deep sleep. But also melatonin is something that people may not be aware of, is a added layer of protection against cancer. So it's extremely powerful within the body. It's necessary that we do have it. Okay, energy enhancer. I talked about that. This is the first patch that was created. And how energy patch works, it is not a stimulant. What it does is it takes our body fat and converts it to fuel. So it's a process known as beta oxidation. By wearing this patch, again, some people will incorporate this into a weight loss program because when we wear it, we can burn an extra 300 to 600 calories a day. It's very different than any type of stimulant like caffeine. This is not a jittery type energy. It's basically when you ask the body for energy, it delivers basically. It's also extremely good for the lymphatic system and helping to clear out your lungs of phlegm and liquid. It also works with the organs to help the bioelectrical communication in the organs talking. So it's creating energy throughout the body. This is what we're doing with all these patches, and we're moving energy. Icewave. Icewave is a little bit different. It's a two-patch system. We use this because it is very fast acting for pain. And it's we don't have to take any medications. We don't have to apply anything. Basically, we take a patch, apply it to the area of pain, and we take the second patch. And within usually a 3 to 6 inch circle around that, we will locate the pain signal within the body. And when we locate it and place the second patch there, it will disrupt that pain signal and we can immediately remove the pain or at least minimize it. It's amazing what it does. I don't care if you've been in pain for 40 years, it will remove it. And sometimes pain is bound up energy and it helps to dissipate that energy and release it. Okay, AccuLife, I'm not going to even talk about it because basically it's the same thing as Icewave, but it is packaged for animal use. We have several veterinarians that are using this and many of the other patches, but in order to use, in order for them to have patches, it needed to be marketed and it needed to be labeled for animal use. And so that's basically why. It's the exact same thing as Icewave. If you run out of Icewave, you can use AccuLife. If you have Icewave, you can use that instead of AccuLife. So it's interchangeable. Okay, a couple pictures here. This is Marcy Preble. So Marcy Preble, back in 2019, she was suffering with fast-growing cells to the breast. She had did everything the doctors had asked her to. She had a double mastectomy. She did her chemo and therapy, and it returned anyway. And so you can tell in 2019 she was very sick. She was feeling very defeated, and she really thought that she was going to die. And she had a friend that brought her some patches. She started patching. And so Marcy Preble today, we don't have the updated picture in this particular one, but she now works for the company. She feels that she owes her life to this. She believes in this technology. She knows what it's done for her, and she continues to want to help people also. This I thought was just a really good picture of showing how when we can remove inflammation within the body, what a change it makes. So this lady in the picture on the left, she has a tremendous amount of inflammation in her body. And so after patching, so she removing this inflammation, so she looks absolutely great. This is just a quick close-up picture of when we talk about the skin tightening and wrinkles and things. On the far left is this is the same lady, and you can see the progression as you go over to the right of how it's helped in the neckline, the jawline, and around her lips also. This is basically kind of the same scenario, but this is on the chest area. Some of us will have a lot of problems with that. And this is basically timeline on this. She's got it about, what is it, 6, 7 months here. So she was very, very happy with her results. And this is Mandy. Mandy's from Australia. And this is basically over a year's time, kind of showing how she's improved over that year's time, the transformation that's gone on in her body. Also very happy. This here is, I just wanted to make sure, and because of my story with my gal with the this paraplegic, shows how nerve regeneration can be possible. So on the left, you can see the nerve pathway, how it's compromised, it's compressed, it's not a healthy nerve pathway, basically. And then after regeneration of this nerve pathway, how it fully is healthy. And this is kind of what happens in the body. And this is one of nerve regeneration actually is one of the slower processes, but it is very possible. This young man here on the left, you will see in his hair how it's thin and it's gray, and in the backside he has a large bald spot. On the right here, you can see how his natural color has started to return and the bald spot is almost completely gone. This is just, I'm just re-supporting about how athletes are using this. We actually used this in the 2008, the swim team used it. 6 out of 8 of the people on the team outperformed their personal all-time best by using the patches. And if you are watching the Summer Olympics right now, if you look very closely, you will see that many of these athletes also are using it, because this is not performance enhancing. This is basically helping their body to perform optimally. And that's all this is doing. It's not pushing the body past its normal level of what it would do. It's just allowing it to perform at its optimal peak. Okay, so we're going to hit the Alavita. This is the Alavita regenerating system. So this is actually science about the health of our skin, and it's from the inside out and the outside in is the how we actually achieve this and how it works together. So here's the Alavita patch. We do have an Alavita patch. The Alavita patch helps to harness the body, its restorative energy, improve the health of the skin, the appearance of the skin. It's also, we use this most of the time, we'll use this at night. I use this about 5 consecutive days a week. And the reason being for night is because it also will increase our melatonin levels, so we get really good sleep, but it also is increasing the collagen even more so. It's helping to elevate the epithalamin peptide, which is working. It's a peptide within the body as an anti-aging. It's also neuroprotective. And it's also working on the whole frontal lobe of the brain here, specifically the pineal gland. This is where the melatonin production comes in. So it's helping to balance the endocrine system. It's just working throughout the body and helping to relieve the oxidative stress. So that, in the words of David Schmidt, this is the second most powerful patch. It is an amazing patch, but you're sleeping, so you really don't know that you're really getting anything happening. And so with this is called the Alavita Trio. So this is designed all to work together. So you have the sleeve, which contains 30 patches, a 30-day supply. This actual trio comes with 2 sleeves, and then it comes with a day cream and a night cream, which works out to be about a 2-month supply. So the creams, unless you're using it all over your body, will last you 2 months, and then you get the 2 sleeves of the patches also. So this is scientifically proven. It's a breakthrough in products. It's effective in the anti-aging. It's helping to hydrate 24/7. It's nourishing the skin. It's the science behind this is the regenerative radiance of this, to regenerate that radiance the skin once had and give immediate results. So this is what's in it. Well, no, this isn't what isn't. This is actually kind of an outline of it. So it's 98.6 naturally derived plant-based ingredients. It helps to reduce the appearance of the fine lines and wrinkles. It brightens the complexion and to a more regenerate the youthful glow again. It improves the appearance of even toned skin. It hydrates this 24/7, and it improves the appearance of firm skin. So I'm going to go through this very quickly because we were on a very tight timeline here. These are the ingredients. So we have rice bran oil, rosemary extract. We have the moringa butter, the jojoba oil. We have milk peptides, macadamia seed oil. We have the microalgae oil and the evening primrose oil. This is a before and after, a 6-week period of this lady. So you can see on the left, the before picture as opposed to on the right 6 weeks later. She has greatly improved. It looks like she needs to probably be wearing a little bit longer, but she's happy with the results after 6 weeks. So to make dramatic improvements there. Okay. And this is our newest product that we just released. At the first of the year, basically. This is the Alavita Revive Eye Cream. It has many of the same ingredients as we have in the day and the night cream. It's naturally, the natural thing. And then let me just mention too, that these ingredients were picked out because they most resemble our natural moisturizing oils of our own skin. And with all those oils, you kind of think maybe this might be kind of greasy or oily. It absolutely is not. This actually absorbs the skin just sucks it in. It absorbs it. It gives it a nice, soft, hydrated feel, and it's like nourishing the skin. But this eye cream, what they've added is they've added the GHKCU peptide. So GHKCU, since we've already talked about that, we know that the benefits to the skin. This is something we can dab around the eyes, around the lip area. We can apply to the neck area. We can put it all over your face if you want. It does not take a lot. It's very concentrated and potent. Just a small, like pin size, almost pin size. The head of a pin is all it takes to cover your entire face. So it's amazing. It makes a huge difference. So we talked about that GHK. So because what it does occurs in the body, supports the collagen, the elastin. The elastin's essential proteins that keep the skin looking firm and youthful. In addition to the GHKCU, the Alavita Eye Cream may help to replenish these proteins, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Okay. All right, so how do we get all this stuff? So what I recommend is, I recommend that you should get into a wholesale account. I recommend you get a starter kit. For example, if you started with a silver enrollment kit, you could get your Alavita Trio, complete Alavita Trio. You can get your X39, and you could also get either an Eon or maybe a glutathione. Either one of those I would suggest. Those all will fit within a silver kit. These kits are all customizable. Unless you're working with two people, sometimes they will upgrade to a gold. The platinum and diamond are there for people that are interested in building a business because they get more product, they get it at a better price actually. And so that's what those are designed for. But the silver kit is our most popular kit, okay? Why do we want to do that? Because if we go in and we purchase retail pricing, we're going to, for one sleeve of X39, it's going to work out to be $149.95. But if we get our wholesale pricing, we can get that pricing down to $199 or to $99.95. And that's built into the kit and also on any reorders. People are a little sometimes funny about wanting to get a starter kit because they feel like they're being locked into something. And this company is absolutely not that way. This company is here to help. They're not here to try to trick you into being locked into some sort of membership. Basically, they want the product to get you at the best value. Once you try this value, you come back for more. So it's not something they have to try to do, locking anybody into anything. This membership account is for wholesale pricing for you to utilize to order what you want, when you want, how you want, and never required to order anything past that. Okay, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about financial freedom. So this is something that I actually got started into. I was already doing some health and wellness, but we used the patch for my husband and we had such tremendous success, blow away success, that I knew that this was something that I could utilize to help people on such a high level with such ease at never before deaths. And so many of you may already be on a health journey. You may be actually a teacher, an instructor, you have students or you have clients that are looking for a health journey. This is something that you can offer very easily. This is what I do. I don't sell anything. I offer education, and so that people can know about this, because we don't know about this. They don't know that how powerful this can be in helping other people. And if you enjoy caring about people and helping people, this may be something very beneficial to you. We all can use a little extra money, especially in the finances of today. With me, I have found that it's been the most gratifying thing that I've done because the level that I've been able to help people, and I'm getting paid for it. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. So this is something, I would love to talk to you if you have any interest in doing, because this is something that can reach more people that people that you come in contact with. And bottom line, that's what this is about. The more people we reach, the more people we can help. Why would you want to get into this company? Well, this company is actually, since the growth of the X39, our growth has started escalating quite a bit because more and more people are finding out about this, more and more people are having success with it. So in 2023, we actually went up 47% in growth. And as of March of 2024, we've already gone up 24. So we will exceed that. So when we talk about a wave, jumping on a wave, this is the wave. This is the wave of growth. And we have so many things in the pipeline coming down in this company that are going to be helping us in many ways, many facets of our lifestyle, because the world is changing and we need to have change to help to get through all of that. This company also is global. It's worldwide. We have numerous distribution centers all over the world, and we also have different factories. We have different factories, and so we're in over 100 countries already. So very, very good company. I'm telling you that I absolutely love being with this company and what they stand for. Okay, so I just wanted to reiterate basically, I am asking please that you do reach out to me if you're interested so that we can talk about the wholesale pricing, make sure that we get you into the best fit. Also, so that you can receive your Yoga Fit discount because I am offering the 10% discount on any silver kits or above. You can reach me by email, by my phone. I also have a website where you can actually do your enrollment, but it is a little confusing as to where you need to be going and what you need to do. If you do want to actually learn more and do some more education, we talked about looking at these studies and the patents. If we go to startx39now.com, this is a landing site that has doctors talking, it has testimonies, it has more information about how this technology works, about each different patch, and it has it's available for you to actually look at these studies to see the actual studies, what they did, how they did it, what the results were, and all of the patents that we have. So that basically is the end of my actual